guys. So I'm waiting to go into work, and I thought that I would talk to you guys about this because one of the CNA groups that I'm a member of on Facebook, someone was talking about this last night, and so I felt like I should address it on my channel also, because I know I have a lot of people who follow my channel who are new CNAs or planning on going to CNA training. So this has to do with the use of mechanical lifts, otherwise known as a Hoyer lift. Sometimes they're called princess lifts, sit to stands, basically anything that is mechanical and helps you to lift your patient or resident is considered a mechanical lift, obviously. So the person that was talking about this was saying that they started at a new facility. The person has been a CNA for a number of years and started at a new facility, and I guess someone at the facility that was on her patient assignment is a Hoyer lift, but she couldn't find anybody who was willing to help transfer because they said that it takes too long to use the Hoyer lift, and because it takes too long, they just don't use it for anybody at the facility. Now, my thing is, if someone has in their care plan that you are supposed to use a mechanical lift, whether it's a sit-to-stand or a Hoyer lift, you use the Hoyer lift. It's in their care plan for a reason. There is a reason why they need it. And you could get in a whole lot of trouble, not only, injuring the patient, injuring yourself, but also trouble with the state, because if they were to come in and find that something happened to this resident or patient because you failed to use the Hoyer lift that was very clearly documented in their care plan that they needed, that's on you. Whether or not you're a new CNA, always, always, always follow the care plan. If they are a Hoyer lift, do not do it by yourself. There are exceptions to that. If you work in home health, you may be the only person there. But in that case, just make sure you're doing it as safe as possible. As long as you are not rushing and not, hurrying to get everything done by a specific time, you should be okay. Make sure that all the straps are on the machine and that, everything is on the patient or your client like they should be, or like it should be. But never, if you're at a facility and you are using a mechanical lift, those people who are care planned to be a Hoyer or a sit-to-stand, they will always be to assist. When you are using a lift, it will always be 2 people, mandatory. Like I said, the exception to that is home health, because a lot of times you are on your own. However, there are some home health agencies that I know of who, if somebody is a hard transfer or, they need a mechanical lift, they will have somebody with you and have somebody train you on it until they feel comfortable with your skill level on the lift, and also until you feel comfortable operating the mechanical lift. So don't just feel like you're doing this alone, even if you are in the home health setting, because, you're not. And if you don't feel comfortable with something, especially if you're a new CNA or you're new to a facility, reach out to management, reach out to the nurse, reach out to your supervisor, reach out to someone and ask for advice on what to do, or just simply let them know that you're uncomfortable or you have a question, or, you want to know how something should be done. As long as you address it without just completely ignoring it and continuing to feel confused, you've done a positive thing. Now, if you feel uncomfortable transferring someone or doing something that is part of this person's care plan and they are assigned to you, then you need to ask for help. If you don't know how to do something, ask somebody how to do it. Never go in there and feel like you have to do it alone, especially in the facility, because, you might think, oh, I've done this before. I'm used to doing Hoyers. I'll be fine. I can just do it myself this one time. And that one time is going to be the time when something happens to that patient or something happens to you, and either you get injured or the patient gets injured, and it's on you. That's your CNA license or certificate. That is your ass on the line. You could not only lose your license, but also be criminally involved because of it, because depending on the level of injury to the patient or resident, it's a very serious thing. And always cover your own ass if that means, charting everything that was done, especially if you know that the client or resident or patient tends to either get confused or tell people that you didn't give them a shower or you didn't feed them, but you did. Chart it. Make sure that it is charted, because then people can go back in and look and see when exactly things were done, and use your mechanical lifts. Put them to good use. Don't just feel pressured to do things that you know are wrong. And if you're a new CNA and, you're brand new to the facility, people can be very rude, especially CNAs who have worked at places for a while. They can be very rude, condescending, unhelpful. Make sure that you're doing things the way that you were trained how to do them. There's obviously shortcuts that people take, but make sure that you're doing things safely, not only for yourself, but for your residents and patients as well. So with that being said, that's all I have for this video. If you guys are interested in my opinions or views on other things besides just the basics of CNA work and different things that happen with and to CNAs, let me know, and I'd be glad to talk about it more on my channel. And I am getting ready to go in to work, so I will talk to you guys again soon.